Hello friends, let's talk about today's topic. So the topic which we are going to discuss today is something different. So the topic is, in many countries, the law now says that all young people must attend school or college until they are 18 years old. So when we talk about the law now says, and at the same time that all young people must attend. So this topic is basically about compulsory education. So compulsory education, and that too again not at the level of primary schooling or primary education. It is about until the students are at the age of 18 years. So at the 18 years means they must have completed their +2 class also. Okay. So this time that is a compulsory education. Now the statement is all about the advantages of this system. Which system? Compulsory education till 18 years of age. So the advantages of this system for both. Advantages, we need to talk about young people, and at the same time we need to talk about the advantages for their families outweigh the disadvantages. Okay. So basically now the topic which we are going to discuss about is compulsory education until the age of 18 years. Okay, we need to talk about the advantages of compulsory education, but make sure it is not only and only about young people. You must talk about the advantages for the family, and if you miss this information, if you haven't written anything about the family, obviously you will be losing your points for that. Okay, so the most important part, read the question at least 3 times so that you can understand all the requirements of the question statement. Okay, so when the topic is about outweigh the disadvantage, outweigh means obviously advantages and disadvantages both are there, but we need to see which one outnumber the other. So advantages, young people, families, disadvantages. So yes, of course we say that advantages outnumber the disadvantages, merits outweigh demerits. Okay, so first we are going to talk about advantages for young people and for their families. So the very first is, education is third eye of human being. So when we say education is third eye of human beings means education makes the person intelligent. Okay, they develop that insight when they are going to identify what is right and what is wrong. They can develop their decision making skills, they can analyze, and they can go for critical thinking. They learn discipline, they learn values, moral values, then at the same time they learn to respect others. So there are plenty of benefits that education definitely bestow the students. So education is the third eye of human beings. It makes people intelligent, as we have discussed, intelligent, and it makes them more intellectual also, and they develop cognitive skills. Cognitive skills means education related skills, and gain insight. Gain insight means they develop that understanding to comprehend, to understand what is happening around them. Okay, so when we say what are the advantages of schooling, all these advantages of education, all these advantages of schooling also applies to this topic, because generally people are sending their children to school. Why? Because people know what is the benefit of education. But in some scenarios, when we find that people, especially the poor people, they don't have enough resources to educate their children, so instead of sending them to schools, they generally send them for child labor. Why? Because they are helpless, they don't have enough resources, they don't have money even to pay for the fees. So in that way they start sending them for child labor. But when we talk about compulsory education, whether the person is rich or poor, every child must attend school or college till the age of 18 years. So they get, obviously they'll get all the benefits of schooling or education. Then the second is about there is no iota of doubt, we cannot deny the fact that compulsory education or education create more employment opportunities. If people are educated, they can, obviously they are that they are fit for job market. They can apply for job, they can get the jobs, they can earn money, they can help their community. At the same time, we would say the crime rate would be reduced. The topic is not talking about society, so I haven't written this point of reducing the crime rate, but exactly when we say the people are educated, it's going to reduce the crime rate in the society. So the literacy level, the literacy rate of the country would go up, would increase. So creating more employment opportunities and remaining away from child labor. So this is what we were talking about recently, that otherwise what happened, poor people, they send their offspring. Offspring means children. So poor people, they send their children for labor, for for working any small restaurant, anywhere, any shop, they can send them in order to earn money and provide financial support to the family. Okay, so in that way compulsory education is specifically helpful for the poor walk of the society, and they get an opportunity, they feel themselves opportunate enough to get education. This education is going to uplift their future, make their future bright, and they have an opportunity of raising their living standard instead of living a life of daily earner. The next is it enhances confidence level to encounter, means to face the difficulties or challenges. Odds means difficulties or challenges of life. Okay, so when people are educated, they develop that confidence level to challenge, to face the difficulties in life, thus leading towards happy and prosperous life. So it makes one optimistic. It teaches them a lesson of try and try again. It gives them a lot of encouragement to face the ins and outs of different situations. Then we talk about the family members, that how the family members are benefited when this concept of compulsory education is practiced. So family members feel satisfied, they feel contented and enjoy all the benefits of having educated children who become responsible or who become liable citizens of the nation. Okay, so you yourself can assume having a family, so a family who is having all the children, all the family members who are educated, who are literate, so they'll be having a different mental level. Their thinking, their dealing to the situation, everything would be different, and obviously they'll be having a positive set of mind towards the difficulties, and they can learn the new technology, they can implement all these technological things into their life to improve their living standard. So obviously people also, these family members, they feel fortunate because then there would be less conflict, conflict in the family, that the domestic violence and all these things would be reduced. Why? Because they are aware about the changing scenario, they are aware about the law and order, and if people are aware about law and order, obviously that would be a happy and prosperous family. Then we can just talk about the disadvantages. Is there any disadvantage? So actually we don't have any substantial disadvantage, but yes, we do have a few. So the first one is students who are reluctant to study. Reluctant means not interested. So obviously everybody is not interested to go for school. So students who are reluctant to study disturb others and they spoil the learning ambience of classrooms. Ambience means environment. So classrooms, they are meant for study, they are meant for learning. However, a few students who are not actually interested in learning, but since because of this compulsory education, they are sent to school and they are made to sit in the classroom with other candidates. They are not interested, otherwise they are going to disturb the other students also. And in that way, they are going to spoil the learning ambience in the classroom. Then there are a few other students who are interested in sports. So in sports also, their main focus is about sports and they would really want to develop this as a career. So they want to focus on sports only, but at the same time they are forced to attend classes and they need to go through all this examination process and all. So that is a kind of tiring for them, that they are not interested. Then if we talk about the family, so it becomes an arduous task for parents. Arduous means a very difficult task or a challenging task for parents to send their children school on regular basis. So since children, they are not interested to go to school, but yes, parents, they have to send them, they have to manage each and everything for them. Okay, so in that way, sometimes it leads to chaos in the family that no one likes. But since this is a compulsory education, they need to send them. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages, and in conclusion, you would definitely say that yes, merits outnumber demerits. So this compulsory education concept must be welcomed wholeheartedly by each and every. Okay, I hope this topic is clear, but still if you have any doubt, you can mention it there in the comment section and I'll be replying it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do subscribe it now so you can get the notification of new videos as soon as it is uploaded. Okay, keep learning with me. All the best.